What's up guys, Daily Driven FB6 here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the inflation of horsepower and how it's warped the mind of the average car enthusiast. Let's get right into it. So this has slowly become a bigger and bigger issue within the car community, and I've noticed it more and more in the last probably 8 years or so. People have this desire to have the fastest car. That's all that matters to them. At least it seems. I don't think that this is an issue exclusive to the import community, but I think it's the worst with us. Because we have to have the fastest car. We have to push the highest numbers. We need it. None of us, it seems, can just slow down and appreciate that you don't need 600 horsepower. This car probably makes 185 to 190 at the wheel with all the mods that I've done to it and the tune that's on it. And I can't even utilize that much power all the time. Like right now, I'm stuck behind a bunch of people going exactly the speed limit. What difference would it make to have a 80 horsepower car in comparison to a 600 horsepower car? What's the point? You can't use it except for maybe 10% of the time. And generally, these ultra high horsepower cars are not comfortable. They're not fun to drive on a daily basis, so you get to take them out on the weekend at most. I don't know, I just don't see the point of having a car that has that much horsepower except for drag racing. Like if you're drag racing and your goal is to put down the fastest quarter mile time that you can, okay, cool, that's great, good on you, that's awesome. I really like drag racing. But these people that take street cars like this, a 9th gen Civic Si, and put a ginormous turbo on it, rip apart the engine, you start having transmission issues, especially with this car around 400 horsepower, and so it just decreases reliability and you start to drive the car less. Like I've noticed it, especially watching people online and hearing first-hand accounts of people that have done these sort of modifications to the car. They start driving their car less because they just don't enjoy it as much anymore. And to some degree, you get used to the speed. Like you get used to the amount of power that your car has, because if you drive it enough, it's gonna start to feel normal. And normalizing 500 horsepower, I feel, is a very bad thing for the car community as a whole, and generally to the safety of other people. If we start normalizing 500 horsepower in both gas and electric vehicles, sooner or later, everyone's gonna have a 500 horsepower car. 500 horsepower is far more than the average person can handle. And electric vehicles are especially guilty of this. They have a lot of horsepower and obviously instant torque that most people should not be behind the wheel of. There's so many people that just barely pass their driving test and then never think about road laws again, other than the speed limit and stoplights. That's an issue. If we put people like that behind the wheel of a car that can go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds or less, I just don't think it's safe. I really don't. I've seen so many people that just floor it from every stoplight, stop sign, yield, it doesn't matter. There's so many people that just floor it every chance that they can. So really, I think the car enthusiast community as a whole needs to slow down. The saying goes, it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. Because if your car has 600 horsepower and you're stuck using 20% of that at most at any given time, what was the point? What was the point? Because you get to go fast in a straight line. Like even in this car, I could get myself arrested really quickly because I would want to use that power. I spent loads of money on it, and now I would want to use it. Like why spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a car with a feature power that you're only going to get to use every so often? And the other thing to consider is traction. How realistic is it to put down that much power? Because on a dyno, you're doing a fourth gear pull usually. Maybe fifth gear depending on how many gears your transmission has. Doesn't matter. Usually the 1-to-1, the gear ratio that's closest to 1-to-1 final drive wheels to engine. Nice signal. To sum it up, I think people need to stop focusing so much on horsepower and focus more on what's actually going to be fun on a daily basis. Unless your goal is to build a track car or a drag racing car. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!